we make stronger men and not strong institutions. And then in the next few years, we start crying, oh, the institutions are not working. Oh, INEC is not doing what it should do. Oh, the judiciary is not doing what it should do. Oh, the legislative arm of government is not doing what it should do. Oh, the governor has forsaken the people. Oh, the president is... It's because we decided to build strong men and weaken our institutions. So I do think I find this adorable, or is that the right word? I admire what he has done, but I really do hope his personal principles are not based on because he was supporting one person and then like we say in our local parlance, casala combust, right? I hope that's not the case. I hope really that's not the case. But let's move on now to the final big three stories. I still would love to get your thoughts on the reported resignation of the Commissioner for Justice. What do you think could have been the reason? What do you think? What do you think he meant by personal principles? Maybe someone who's listening may be close to him. I do not know, but let's get to your theories on this very one. But the final big story, I've got 2 more minutes to my first commercial stop, and it says federal government denies aggravating political crisis in Rivers State. Interesting. Okay, so why I added this one, I mean, I could have talked about some of the things. For instance, NNPCL is in the eye of the storm, and I'm hoping that maybe by Monday we will be able to focus on other matters, and all of the storm brought about by the legislative arm of government in Rivers State will have subsided or would have abated. Because come on, think about it. In this should I call it irrelevant trouble, political drama in Rivers State has swept a lot of issues under the carpet. A lot of issues have lost the focus, and everybody's talking about the political drama. I'm watching national TV now, and of course Rivers crisis and efforts to build or rebuild the PDP is what they're talking about. Everybody's talking about Rivers State, so why shouldn't I? Okay, so what was I saying? I was talking about the Minister of Information came out and said, oh no, the president is not a part of the drama. As a matter of fact, he wants peace for every state in Nigeria, including Rivers State. So please remove the president from your matter. Yeah, that's how it sounded. Remove the president. The president is not among. Is this a statement with meanings, underlying meanings? I like to know. I like to hear from you. Once I come back from the commercial, I'll open the phone lines. To stay tuned.
Are you aware that
It's gone past the hour of 3, and yes, we're looking at the big 3 stories. All right, it's time for me to open the phone lines. 08179230002 and 08179230003. Remember the first story, Governor Fubara vows to strategically overcome political crisis. As a matter of fact, he said strategically and responsibly overcome the crisis. Desperate times call for desperate measures. All right, those were his words. The second one, River State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice reportedly resigns, and he cites personal principles as reasons for his resignation. And I'm wondering, what is personal reasons or personal principles in this situation? He said it's not political, it has nothing to do with the political crisis, but personal principles. I'd like to know, can you take a guess? But then again, what's your reaction to that? Federal government denies aggravating political crisis in River State. What do you also mean? Does that statement from the Minister for Information have any underlying meaning? In politics, usually there are underlying meanings. You have to read in between the lines. So I'd like to get your thoughts on that. 08179230002 and 08179230003. Remember, we're talking for development, and I do hope that when you make your remarks, when you respond to the big 3 stories, that you can give us answers that will help the development of River State, because as things stand, I do feel River State is being dragged in the mud, and it's not good. It's not good when you look at it from all ramifications. So once again, the call number is 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp number 0809-030-6416. Let us start the conversation. I've got Robin from HA, and after Robin, I've got JJ. Robin, welcome on the show.
Good afternoon, Canada.
Yes, welcome. You've got 2 minutes. Quickly, please.
Yes, starting Professor Dango.
Yeah.
Tendered his resignation letter.
Reportedly,
yes, by his teams. He's a professor of law.
Okay.
But under him, there were a lot of shenanigans that went on when he was the former governor of River State. So today, if he has decided to resign as purported, well, it's good for him to save himself.
When you say, Robin, my rules. When you say there were certain illegalities that went on during his reign, can you point us to some of those illegalities? Because I like proof. I like evidence.
Good. Thank you, Canada, my brother. The demonstration school teacher got judgment from a justice court that they should be restricted and pay salary where they paid from the governor. The teachers, lecturers at Kent Polytechnic, they got judgment that they should be restricted and paid where they paid.
So let me ask you a question. Now that you've brought this up.
Are you clear now?
No, I'm not clear. I'm not clear at all. Now you've brought this up. Is it the Commissioner for Justice that pays people, or is it the Commissioner of Finance?
Okay, good and fine. As a Commissioner of Justice, Attorney General, his primary duty is to advise the governor on issues that have to do with the law.
Okay.
And once a court has made pronouncement without appeal, it is duty to advise the governor to obey such laws. Failure for the governor to do so, it ought to have been signed.
Robin, do you know there was an appeal? Are you aware of that? I'm wondering if you are. I'm just asking. Do you know?
If there's an appeal, you let us know.
There was an appeal, actually. You should go check it out. But thank you. I've got JJ waiting. JJ from Port Harcourt Township, welcome on the show.
Yeah, Canada, good evening.
Yeah, greetings.
The crisis in River State.
It seems to have sapped your energy. You don't sound your usual self.
It's normal. It's normal. It's normal.
All right, welcome. Let's get your thoughts then. Let's get your thoughts quickly.
The political crisis in River State. The federal government said they are not there. They are not there. I want to tell you that they are not there. Canada, if you have, let's say, two friends that are fighting, and you have the ability to prevail on one to say, bro, leave this guy alone, and you are not doing that, what do you think has happened? You see, people say something that when your neighbor is eating bad thing, if you don't tell that your neighbor, when he's coughing at night, you may not be able to sleep.
Okay.
One of the key actors in this crisis is a federal person, two of us.
True.
And it was the president that appointed him, right? And the president, from the beginning of the crisis, said he has called both parties to make sure the crisis doesn't continue, right? And today, there is still crisis. Meanwhile, this whole crisis is coming from where the president is. And the president has the power to say, bro, please, I don't want to hear any noise from that end anymore. Has he done that?
What if he...
It's like they are planning the whole thing so that when anything happens, it will be to
now, JJ. I want to pause you based on what you have said. I have to ask the question before I forget. Now, you have said he hasn't said anything, but you also said he called them. Have they done, both of them, done what the president asked them to do? Because I do remember that the minister, during one of his media chats, mentioned, and I think I also used it on my show, that, the president called him, the vice president called him, that's talking about the governor, and they've asked him to do one or two things, or certain things, which he hasn't done. He disobeyed the president, he disobeyed the vice president, according to the minister. So are you sure the president has not called them and told them what to do, but, each to his own tent?
See, the president can call the key party, the one beating the drum for those who are disobeying orders, to say, bro, please, I don't want to hear anything. I tell you, he's not doing that because maybe he's enjoying it or because it's a PDP state. Look at Ondo State. There was crisis that the president has called all the warring party and they have laid down their arms and the writing has been done. Okay. You heard that the letter was translated from the governor to the deputy to take over while the governor is sitting himself. There have been crises there. Why is he not taking care the way he took care of Ondo and take care of this and make sure
JJ, I've got to go.
He has the power. But he's not doing it. So what do you want me to believe? That there is something he tends to believe, and to even make it work, the people that said they are leaving the party are going to his party. So it's like a gain to him at the end of the day. That's why he doesn't want to intervene to make sure there is peace.
All right, JJ.
I don't understand. Did you listen to the statement of Asari in his video?
Of course, but I'm not discussing Asari.
I'm not. End of the day, and come for peace and make sure those that are worrying the state are come to order, and everything will end the way.
All right, JJ. Thank you very much. I do remember when Asari made statements against the governor. You were all over Asari. I'm wondering why now you're bringing him up. But let's go to Chokocho, where Reginald is calling from. Reginald, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome.
Let me look at the Minister of Information distancing the president from the political crisis in the presidency.
Yeah.
I find it difficult to agree. I find it very difficult.
I'm listening. Tell me why you find it difficult. I'm listening to you. I'm taking note.
If the president come out to in the public, in the radio, and say, my minister Wike, please allow River State. So I don't want to agree that the president secretly sitting with them and call Mr. secretly and talk to Mr. G and call Mr. S secretly and talk to Mr. S. Nobody knows what we discuss with them.
Okay.
What River people want to see from or want to hear from the president is president official statement.
Okay.
President must come up on his own.
But wait, when you say sorry, this is not an official matter. This is not a matter of governance. It's a matter of politics. So when you say the president should come and make an official statement, I don't understand. It looks like it doesn't fit because it's a political game. It's like you've heard like you've heard the governor say, it's a father and son issue. So I've got Jude. After Muriel, I read some messages from Facebook. All right, Jude is disconnected, so let's take Muriel from Okrika. Muriel, welcome. What is on your mind? Let's get to you.
Yeah, KDB. Good afternoon.
Yeah, it's been a while. Compliments of the season.
Same to you, KDB.
All right.
All the best. But
All
I
right.
hope I'll be getting something on your end. Rather. I'm expecting NSC.
All right, then.
Like, look, KDB, I have so much to say, but let me just cut it short. Now, my governor, you see that all the moves that these lawmakers have made have been geared towards his own things working together for his good. So the lawmakers have finally shot themselves on the foot, and now the governor has not come out to make a statement that he is strategically going to make decisions or going to make. But I pray and I hope and I wish every move he makes now should be geared towards strategically positioning River State for development.
All right.
Trust me, Calabar, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see positive changes. Now, talking about the commissioner that resigned, Calabar, you can see that the structure is falling. The structure of the former governor is collapsing gradually, because that is what he meant when he talks about his structures. But he wants his structure to remain. His stooges, his minions, yes, his monetary spirit. Gradually, all of them, one after the other, they will resign.
Right.
Then the structure of a river people will prevail gradually. I think my governor, I know every step he makes will be geared towards the good of every river, every political party, but every PVC level, everybody is going to benefit.
All right.
But the structure is falling gradually.
Right.
Jericho is falling gradually.
All right, then.
Thank you, Kalaba.
All right, thank you, Muriel. Thank you for your time, and thank you, Okrika people, because Muriel is calling from Okrika. I've got a lot of messages, tons of them. So I'm going to start with Facebook, because there's some hilarious messages there. And I'm going to start with this hilarious message. Emmanuel Silvanus Opona Viobo says, Canada is always looking for evidence. Where is it again? My goodness. Even stories that are carried by his own 92.3 Nigerian info correspondents, Canada will still be looking for evidence, laugh aloud. So if you listen to the news as carried by, the newsroom of 92.3, it says reportedly. It means it's not confirmed. Even my colleagues are looking for evidence, so it's not about me. And just to be clear, like I said, there was a time when they said, the CSO of Government House had been sacked, and 23 local government chairmen also sacked by the governor, and some other aides in Government House sacked by the governor. We carried it and said, they were sacked. And 3 days later, we heard from Government House that was fake news. So that's why we need evidence. We need to be sure, so we don't go back correcting tomorrow if something changes. And usually, politicians, they change things. And by the way, like someone has asked, why is the letter dated November 14 and is just now being reported? Think about it. Alex SMJ Owuru Oyavu says the resignation date is November 14, 2023. Why is it coming out now? These people should start telling the truth. David Otiasa Jr. says, we are fully behind our governor. Wike and his cohorts should accept their loss. Thank you. All right. Joshua L. Ushua says, Chai, what is unfolding in River State is just the outcome of how they all came to power. And I think I do agree with you on that one. Rex Wankor says, the Attorney General can no longer stomach all the unlawful acts this current administration is involved in. Your opinion on that one. Courage Bobo Wosu says, I thought the governor said it is father and son issues, so he has accepted that there is political crisis in the state. I stand for peace in the state. I stand for peace as well. Joshua L. Yushua comes back and says the commissioner resigning based on personal principles, I feel, is based on his political interest, which he feels might be tempered with in the nearest future. Wanwi Beritam says Governor Sim Fubara is not power drunk. He's using intellectual strategy to overcome the political crisis in Rivers State. Rivers State Attorney General has no option rather than to resign because he has found out that the majority of Rivers people are happy with our governor. Thank God Ability at Wakebo on Facebook says, by the special grace of God, he will overcome all challenges confronting his administration. Okay. Let's read some more messages. Where is it now? I can't find. Going Kanke Udwaka says Fubara vows to strategically overcome political crisis. It is funny how Rivers people think that any of these men give a hoot about them. When will black people have sense? I have sense. I'm a black man, and I believe my listeners have sense as well. Let's see. All right, let's go to WhatsApp, read some messages, a lot of them here, so that I can take some more calls before the end of this segment. From Fubara's speech, it is a welcome development, and Rivers people are very expectant, so the governor should not disappoint us. Comrade Papi from Woji. This one is from Nicholas Erasmus, says, Hello Canada. Attorney General's resignation letter dated 14th November, which is a month ago, signifies he has long prepared the letter, maybe waiting to see how things play out. However, I wish him the best, as many will soon resign or get sacked. What if they gave them the option? Think about it. Maybe they give them the option, right? Resign or get sacked, which is it? I don't know. Or, fall in line or get sacked, which is it? I don't know. But this one says, the way and manner you trivialize serious matters and water it down to almost no consequence is baffling. And it's not just for today, even other days. Hard fact no longer commands the kind of ambience and glamour it used to have in the days of your predecessor. You don't have to read this on air. I'm reading it already. All I wish you to do is to be more in-depth and tactful. I used to learn a lot listening to this show, but these days is almost not different from the regular mediocre presentations we get from other radio stations. All right. You didn't drop your name. I would love to know your name, but thank you nonetheless for your feedback. It's good to hear from you. I'm not offended, by the way. If you think it's mediocre, I'm happy for you. This one says, greetings to you. A very wise statement from Governor Fubara to strategically and responsibly handle the political crisis in the state. An administrator becoming a politician. I love you, Sim Upuene from Umebulu. This one says, good day, Kalada. The commissioner who resigned just took the part of honor to have his name not to be dragged in the mud. If every well-meaning Rivers man will act like him, Rivers State will be a place for everyone. Imaotaka in Choba. Let's see. Rivers people are fully in support with our amiable, pragmatic governor, Sir Sim Fubara. We are praying for Sim fervently for sustainable development, and we shall overcome. Asari is very correct. The federal government are behind the crisis in Rivers State. By the special grace of God, they will fail. We stand with Sim Fubara. God day teme with that one. All right, let's go back to the phone lines, and let's talk some more, and let's get your feedbacks. These are the big three stories. What are your take or your thoughts? Your takes, your thoughts, whichever one is correct. The first big story, the governor says he will strategically, responsibly navigate the political crisis in Rivers. So the second one, there are reports that the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice has resigned. And the third one has got to do with a statement from the federal government, the Minister of Information, coming out to say, hey. Oh, my goodness. The federal government has got nothing to do with this. It's all state troubles, and the president is asking for peace. I've got Ida from Ikoro. Ida, welcome. What's on your mind? Let's get your tools, please.
Yeah, Kalada, I greet you especially.
All right, welcome.
Today is the happiest day in my life.
Why is that?
Would you resign? I fire you. I will resign. I will commend the governor.
Is that what he said? Where did you hear that? I hope it's not what I said in passing, that you're
I'm talking of the governor.
When did the governor say if
The
you...
governor does not come out these things anyhow. He takes it slowly.
Okay.
We want to bring back River State to the normal River State we have.
Okay.
The River State is going to develop by the governor. Thank you very much. God bless you. I remain on the from.
All right, thank you, Dad. I've got Kingsley from Woji. Kingsley, welcome. What is on your mind?
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Will you remember during our meeting time?
What
when
happened?
The issue started.
Okay.
Some commissioners started resigning.
Okay.
Some of his commissioners started resigning because they see far. This present administration will not go far. Highest is 4 years. You know what I'm telling you? We are going to take our seat back.
But what if,
See,
you know, Kingsley, you know, if you
Yes.
listen to the show, I always have what if in my pocket. What if this administration goes far then?
Go where? Go far.
Yeah, it goes far.
If
What
the
do you...
governor act like an emperor,
So the governor has to
You
act
know-
like an emperor for the government to go far. Is that what you're saying?
Acting like, no, President is acting like an emperor.
Oh, really?
To supervise demolition of state as assembly. But just nothing. One selfish interest.
But, okay,
You expect the
Kingsley.
I'm hearing you, I'm
Let me
hearing
pause you now.
you.
Yesterday on the show, we had the chairman, the Association of Architects in River State, say that building. I mean, there's also a viral video of the former governor, attesting to this. That building was due for demolition.
See, let me tell you.
Okay,
that
tell
is
me.
Political.
It's political.
It's
Okay.
not demolition is now there is crisis.
Okay.
See, let me tell you. Can 4 of lawmaker pass a bill or pass a bill? 4. They're not up to 2/3.
Okay.
The governor has every right
Mm.
to settle this issue.
Mm.
Even without the budget, there's a law that permits him to spend money in 6 months.
Mm.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Then now, you went to Abuja, they settled you and the speaker. Speaker came back and withdrew the impeachment notice.
What was it withdrawn? I
Yes,
didn't
now-
get that part of the story. Was it
Yes, you
withdrawn?
withdrawn. I'm coming.
Okay.
It was the suppression of the agency.
Okay.
That one still remains.
Okay.
The impeachment has been withdrawn.
Okay.
Don't stop the governor to stop ADC by parading himself as a speaker. Do they appoint speaker or the elect speaker? The elect speaker. He cannot appoint a speaker. Using ADC wasn't right in the state. He has started to fold his hand. The speaker we know right now is Partner Megude.
All right.
He cannot fold his hand and look the governor rising the state.
But
No, now.
you have mentioned illegalities on one side. Have you thought about the illegalities on the other side? For instance, the Constitution is clear on why a lawmaker or how a lawmaker should defect. Do you think, you've just said Martin Samuel is the speaker you recognize. Do you think... No, quickly, because we don't have time. We don't have time.
There is crisis.
Where is the
Because
crisis?
They have to speaker.
That is not a party problem. That is a governance problem. It's not a party. No, I need you to get straight to the point because I need to go to other callers now.
See, that's when they say that they are seat vacant. It cannot work.
Okay.
It cannot work.
Okay.
Because some people have deferred from APC to BP.
I wonder if you know what the Supreme Court said the last time there was a defection.
Let's watch and see what is going. It cannot work.
Okay, Kingsley.
They remain unfollowing us.
But I'm asking you. You've just said one person is an emperor, but you're also now going that way, and I'm asking you.
The government acts like an emperor.
All right, if you say so. Thank you very much, Kingsley. I've got to move on. I've got Clinton from Bori. Clinton, welcome on the show. Let's get your thoughts, please.
Kalada, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, let me start by saying that the crisis in River State is something that could have been avoided.
And I agree.
It's just an unnecessary situation. You brought in someone, you trusted in his capacity to navigate the affairs of River State, and trusted him with the penultimate seat in River State. Then out of nowhere, this man is about to be impeached for no reason. Even though if I was beat with the governor, I know how that reacted. But the governor is a very, very calm somebody. He's a calm man.
All right.
The way he's navigating the situation, I give him kudos. I respect him. I did not vote for him, but I am beginning to like the man. Baker is being violated. I think according to Falana, those lawmakers acted in ignorance of the law.
All right.
They were poorly advised. And for the fact that they did that, their seats were vacated. So it's like you willfully vacated your seat. So I respect the governor, the way the governor is handling the matter, and I urge the former governor, which is his boss, the governor have admitted that, to ensure that the both parties come together. It is the father. Our father and son, they fight here now. The son is saying, that is my father, respect my father. The father, please consider and come together so that Rivers people will enjoy dividends of democracy.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Clinton. I've got Emeka from Owerri. Emeka, welcome. What is on your mind?
Canada went back to the dictionary to understand the definition of the emperor. And I look at this governor of Fubara. From so far, his little months in office, I've not seen any time what my definition of the dictionary told me about the emperor.
Okay.
I've not seen anything about this man, this Fubara, so far. Somebody that can wake up and send the demonstration to a predecessor. All what has been happening, this man has been preaching peace, peace, peace. We know the issue of hog transformer. We know the predecessor who is what we stand for.
Emeka, let's focus on the issues. Yeah, let's focus on these issues, please.
So on the issue of the message you read, see, Canada, since you started this program was when I started calling this program.
Emeka, yet again, don't make it seem like a weak Fubara issue on hard facts. Now, can we just go straight to what we want to talk about? Or what we are talking about?
I'm saying now. I'm watching on based on one of the writers.
No, let's leave. Don't react. I want to get. I didn't take your call so you can react to what someone said. Let's get your thoughts on the matters, the trending stories now. Which of them piqued your interest? That's what I'm more concerned about, not what someone has said. He's entitled to his opinion. If he feels it's watered down, it's his opinion, and I mean you can't take it away from him.
Exactly, I agree with you 1,000%.
All right then.
But you are people's friend. You are radio friendly more than.
Yet again, let's not go there. I would have to let you go. And anyways, thank you very much. Origi from Ogbogun, welcome on the show. What is on your mind? Please tell me.
How are you?
I'm doing great, Origi.
There is one song that my people usually sing. The song is like this.
Please translate.
You see, River State, if we don't take time, Kappa, supporters will cause big trouble.
Okay.
Nobody has ever discussed how are we going to discuss and settle this problem. It's a small problem.
I agree.
Not a very small problem.
I agree.
We are making it to be a very big one.
I agree.
Today, our house of assembly has been destroyed. It will not end there. So many people could be. Because I've never seen where a house got fire to go and destroy without information. Just imagine what has been destroyed there. Or you only have not to the assembly board or assembly itself. There are so many records that are there.
Origi, let me correct something. I got a message from my colleague that it is the what do you call it now, where the hallowed chamber was that was destroyed, not the entire structure of the House of Assembly.
Let me tell you again. Let me come to you. You see, our president is the president of Nigeria, not president of Rivers State alone.
Okay.
And we should be aware that President Tinubu is APC. He is not PDP.
Okay.
You can possibly go to any APC state to reconcile the problem into it, but for Rivers State is PDP. So it will be very hard for him to come. They only advise, and we had him advise, and the people couldn't understand what he said. They didn't accept. So what do you want him to do?
All right then. All right, Reggie, I've got to go. I do agree with you. I mean, it's a very small situation, and that's why I started by saying yesterday, and I even mentioned it today, that I'm saddened by the development of political happenings in Rivers State. I'm really saddened by the events because I'm a Rivers boy. I mean, I've worked in Rivers State, right? And this will affect the socio-economic development of the state as well. And I did mention that employment statistics or unemployment statistics when we talk Rivers State is off the roof, and it's some. I mean, there are other things, the prices, and we need to look at the socio-economic development and not political development of, political debate or what we're doing right now. I mentioned it not too long ago. And it's just a very simple issue, an issue of forgiveness, an issue of, okay, this is where we are. How do we go forward for the sake of Rivers people? But let's take some messages now and let's read. This one says, greetings, Kalada, about the resignation of the Attorney General of the state. I am just laughing at what is happening in the state right now. Why should the letter be backdated? Is he feeling shameful to use the current date, or is he trying to tell the public that he has resigned since November 14 without public notice? Shame to those that put Nigerians in this mess we are passing through. One day Nigeria will be great again. Legit man from HA. Legit man, welcome. Commissioner for Justice and Attorney General resigns after 70 weeks to 10 years. Rivers people happily accept and expect orders to follow suit. Mr. J. Olaka. This one says the resignation of the Attorney General and Commissioner of Justice is long expected, even though he may claim he is not associated with the recent political crisis in the state. But the truth is that he is loyal and was recommended to Governor Simba, ex-Governor Wike, who he holds his loyalty to. I wish him well while calling on the governor to replace him immediately, as there are more capable hands that can handle such position, Wike or Dinaka. This one says, greetings, Mr. Canada. I really don't think anyone should accuse the federal government of aggravating crisis in Rivers State. My concern is federal government should be neutral and not take sides. Attorney General of Rivers State has resigned. Welcome development. Hannah with that one. Hannah, thank you very much for sending that message. This one says resignation of Zacchaeus Adango and Emeka Woke is a welcome development. Why? Because they have confidence in Lebadim from Ozuzu HA. Now, I've not heard about Emeka Woke's resignation. That is coming as news to me right now, but I would have to confirm. This one says, good day, Mr. Kaladakaru. The resignation of the Commissioner for Justice in Rivers State is a step in the right direction. I think he resigned because of ongoing political crisis in Rivers State House of Assembly, taking another very interesting turn as 27 members of Rivers State House of Assembly defect from PDP to APC or Wanate Clinton West. Okay.
You're tuned to your number one talk station, Nigeria Info.